Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Fenaqua and we are here with something just a little bit different today. Today we're going to be showing you how you can reduce your fan noise from your PC or any other kind of noise, repetitive background noise from your audio tracks. Specifically I use this when I am doing my Let's Play videos, but you can do this with anything else. I'm doing this specifically for one person, so I'm not sure I'm going to be doing this again. But if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. If I have an answer for you, I am more than happy to share what information I have. So before we get too far, I am going to show you two clips that I've put together. I have in the track here, audio fan and audio fan redux. I'm going to play them back to back, and I'm going to mute my own microphone to reduce any noise right now. But I want you guys to listen for the fan noise in the first versus the second. Alright, so without further ado, here we go. This is a test specifically designed to show how fan noise can be reduced from an audio track. This is a test specifically designed to show how fan noise can be reduced from an audio track. Okay, so you can see there's a clear difference. I paused there a couple times so you could really hear those spaces. When you pause, that's when all that background noise really comes to the fore. So we're going to take a look at how we would reduce that. So for these clips, it's easy. I just recorded them as a audio file. If you're going to be doing it as a video file, it gets just a little bit more complicated. I'm using Cyberlink PowerDirector 12. I have been using Adobe Elements. I hate it. I would not recommend it for anything beyond simple video production. The moment you want to do anything more complicated than adding in a couple of transitions or layering video, it becomes useless. So this is the one I use, PowerDirector, Cyberlink PowerDirector. I think this one cost me $90. I bought this about a year ago, and I'm just switching back to it now. It has a lot of different options, but for now the one I want to look at is this ability to extract audio. So I have here the last episode of CubeTube that I did. If we right click on it, it'll bring up a menu here. We're going to look for extract audio, and this is going to put it in its own audio folder within the Cyberlink PowerDirector directory. We're just going to call it CubeTube 8 Wave, put it right in there. That's totally fine. We'll save that, and it's going to take a minute. You can alternately do this by rendering out an audio track. So you would do that by bringing the video track down, say to here, and you could simply unlink the audio. Where is it? Unlink audio and video, delete the video, and you could render this out as a WAV file. And that would be varying from program to program. For here we go into produce, and there's an option to select the music output. For now we're just going to get it this way because this is easier. So we have our audio file, just like we got that other way, just an audio track. So let's delete that. We don't need that down there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm just going to go to open file location. That's going to bring this up right here. Alright, so you can see this is exactly the same thing we saw in the last screen when we were saving it. And there is our new file. Oops, didn't want to do that either. Alright, so I'm going to go and bring up Audacity now, which I have in the background. Audacity is the main program we're going to be using for this. It has a lot of really awesome tools. I don't fully understand the program myself. This is basically, I only use it for this one feature. But if you want to take the time to look at other tutorials, learn all the things about it, it's a really awesome program. Open source, just like OBS. So if you're into streaming or YouTube, gaming, anything like that, it's a really great program to have at your disposal. So we're just going to really simply just drag this file over. It's going to copy it, and it's going to ask you if you want to basically make a copy first. We're going to say yes. If you have a larger file, like say it's a longer video, you can just read it from the original. It's not a huge deal. Small chance of corruption. You can see this is going to take a little while. About 25 seconds. We'll join you guys when it is done. So here's the audio file. You can see all the little peaks and valleys. This is showing the Basically, all this extra blue stuff is that extra background noise. That's the fan noise that we're going to try and eliminate. When we're done, we're going to have this little light blue area in here with just a tiny little bit of the dark blue around it. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we can do that with this. We'll just go right to the front. We want to go in a little bit because this is our intro. So if you're familiar with my videos, you know I have the little falling intro at the front of my CubeTube videos. Let's just hit play and we can hear that. So you can see it's nice and smooth in here.
Do I need bridges?
Yep. And that is where, oops, let's pause it there. So right about here.
Bridges?
There we go. Hit the pause button. So right about there is where the actual video starts. So we're going to find a relatively quiet space. Right in here should be okay. Let's just go right there. And let's play again.
Yep.
Actually, we're going to need to go farther because we don't want to get that music in. So let's come right over to this area here. And we'll play from there. So yeah, you can hear there's that fan noise. We want to get just a little bit of that. Basically, the idea here is we're going to sample a little bit of that noise, capture that sample, and then apply a reduction program to the entire track. So if you just highlight it like this, come up to Effect, we're going to look for Noise Reduction. We're going to actually have to stop it. There we go. So it stopped. We have this highlighted. Now we come to Effect, Noise Reduction, right there. Right above Normalize, below Leveler. And we're going to get Noise Profile. So now it knows the profile of the sound it's looking for. So now we hit Control A to select the whole track. We can zoom out again at this point. And you can see it selected everything instead of just that little bit. And this time we're going to come up to Effect and hit Noise Reduction again. Except this time we can simply hit OK. There's some options here. I have never had to change them. This is totally fine for my use of it. So we'll apply that. And again, this is going to take about 25-30 seconds for this 20 some odd minute video. And we'll come back in a minute. Okay, so we're back. It's gone through and it's removed all of the noise. I was actually incorrect. These lines are from other people's audio because this was a collab episode. Other people's mics came through louder through the TeamSpeak. So if we come back in, 3,300. Stop. So basically, we don't even need to hunt for the little clip anymore. You've heard what it can do. It's now applied this to this track. So now what we have to do is go to File. Well, first we have to stop it again. Stop. So go to File, and we're going to Export Audio. You can export selected if you had just a little bit of it that you wanted to export as a file, but we do want the whole thing because we're going to lay it back over the existing sound. And we'll just put it right in here. We'll call it CubeTube 8 Redux. And if it's your file, obviously you can call it whatever you want. I like to put little tags on it. This is all just kind of artsy stuff. We don't need that in this track because we're just using it as a simple overlay for our video. You can obviously call your files whatever you'd like. I like to add that little suffix on it just so I know that that's the file that's been cleaned up. Alright, so we're done with this. We can put this away and we can come back to PowerDirector. So now what we want to do is we want to import that file that we just put out. So we're going to import media file. It's generally the same from each program. You're going to have an import media file program option. I can words right now. Oh my goodness. So it was under music. Obviously you have to know where you put it. CubeTube 8 Redux, there it is. So if we were going to be putting this in, let's put that there. And we can take these out now, I believe. You've heard them. Remove and leave gap. Delete, and you're good. Okay, so now we have this here. But we do have, so this has its old audio. So this has all of the fan noise and the things we were trying to remove. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our CubeTube 8 Redux. We're going to put it right on here, right over top of it. Overwrite. So now we have our cleaned up audio, perfectly synced up because this was the whole video. And we took the whole video out and put the audio right back on top of it. So it's perfectly synced. So I think over here is going to be a pretty good spot. Silence.
How's this gonna work?
And if we were to put this back, we can see, we can overwrite. You can see there's gonna be a lot of fan noise here. So it worked perfectly. That's just how it works. I think that's pretty much everything. Basically all you do after you put this in, and you'd overwrite it, and then you would simply go up to produce, export it like you normally would, and it'll merge it all together and into an MP4 or whatever file you're outputting. So yeah, it's nice and easy. It's not too hard, just a matter of knowing what buttons to click and what order to do things in. I think the biggest thing with this, once you know the general idea of how it works, is just remember that sometimes things are going to put files in weird spaces. So if you need to find something easily, desktop never hurts. Make a special folder and just put everything you're going to need in there. So you always have one place you're looking between the different Audacity, PowerDirector, whatever programs you're using. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. I will respond one way or another, and if I have any helpful information, I would be happy to give it to you or point you in the direction of someone or something that does. So have a great, awesome day, guys. I will see you in the next episode.
We're all gonna lose money that way.
I didn't bet on you this time.
Oh, great. It's okay, because I can't get past this part, meaning you're not gonna get past it. Okay, maybe you are sure using a dirt bike. Hackers.
Will this count?
Did you just get that first try?
No, I missed it. I was hoping I could go down and just like nail it. Alright, nope, that won't work either.
It's really weird. It's like you can't hit the gas, you just gotta kind of let your guy fall down. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's a friggin' gap right there.